Welcome. It's going to be like my first review video, doing this with my phone. I'm going to try and do this in one take. I have some notes here. This is going to be a review on a new pair of wader boots. As you can see, I have a lot of my fly fishing gear hanging up and drying out from my weekend's adventures. Never done a review on a product before, so if somebody's looking to buy a new pair of wader boots, stuff just falling on the floor, maybe this will help. Okay, first off, these are the Simms Tributary wader boot. Now these are very muddy. I did wear them. I'm not doing, these are a post-use review, not a I got them in a box and they're all nice and pretty and I'm going to tell you what I think of them. I've got fit, finish, usability, and an opinion. That's going to be my talking points. So fit. So these are a size 9, and they actually, with the booty of your wader, they actually fit pretty big, which was very nice. So if you want to wear thick socks for padding, you could do that if you buying these Tributary boots. The booties on the bottom of the Simms G3s are pretty big. The booties on the bottom of my Patagonias are probably they're a little bit smaller actually. So I think in these boots, my foot might slide around. I will say, initially, they were very hard to cinch down. They were very stiff. But after I walked for a few hours in them, I did have to stop and take my hands and pull all the laces as tight as I could get them, even though my hands were cold. And get it tightened down. I do like the placement of your hooks. There is not one here, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Some boots have the laces all the way up, lace holes, and then a catch right here, and then the two up here. Oftentimes that one's kind of hard to get when you're got all your gear on and it's cold. And it also makes the laces short because that's an extra cross that takes place. And when you finally get up here, after you've got your foot in there, and then you've got the upper part of your booty, plus if you've got some socks on, it makes it difficult to get a good tie up top. So not having that extra one right there gives you a little bit more lace. So fitment was good. Buy the size that you would wear in a boot. I wear a size 9 to 9.5, depending on if I'm guessed right. I bought the 9s. This is the right boot, just to show you that both of them were used. There's the left boot. They spent about 8 hours in the North Georgia mountains, literally going up and down mountains. I'm not going to lie, I did slip and fall. Felt soled wader boots up and down leaf and pine straw mountains are not the best in the world. These would be the best boot if you could incorporate studs, but there are no spots open to put studs in. These are also what I would call a budget boot. These are around 150 bucks. Now, some people would say that's not budget, but when it comes to boots, there are very few companies I would recommend. Patagonia would be one, Simms would be another one. They make the one boot that has the removable soles. I don't like those. That's too much to go wrong, and every one I've seen, the hook back here that it looks into is ripped off. So yeah, fit, perfect. Finish, I think these are very well made. These are all man-made material. They are not leather. This is some sort of a leather-like product. You have this very thick open weave ballistic material on the sides, a huge rubber toe, which is very nice. There's no seams, like this is not multi-layered plastic for stuff to catch on. It's a very sturdy. I was jabbing my boot into the side of the bank and building steps to get out, and it's almost like a work boot construction. I do like the fact that the felt sole has a spacer, and then there's an actual sole on the bottom, I'm not sure what it is. It is soft. It is kind of spongy. So when walking, I did notice I did not feel every little pebble, every little rock, every little stick as I was walking in these. Um, the tongue is well padded. The laces are very thick. These are some very, very beefy nylon material. The only thing I wish they would done is the end of the lace here. I could see that coming undone, and maybe put a metal piece on there, because I could see that kind of going south. Nice shoe pull on the back. It's a little thin, but it'll work. There is no lip on the back to use your other boot to pull your wader boot off. Not a deal killer. My hands are getting dirty. All right, so finish. Again, very well made. Stitching is very nice. There's no tags. Of course, they've got their branding embossed on the side there. Sims. Again, these are the Tributary. Up next, usability. I found these very easy to slip on and slip off. They are padded, which is very nice. The collar is padded. The inside is padded. All the way down to the arch. The drain holes are nice. I didn't find that they held a lot of water when walking. You get squish, squish, squish. I found that once you were out of the water and you walked for 5 minutes or so, it was like having boots on. You didn't feel like you were sloshing water about inside your boot, which was very nice. Yeah, very, very nice. They are not flexible. I will give you that much. I wore these for close to 8 to 9 hours, and there is not a single crease across the toe. These are like the old plastic ski boots that I used to wear in the 70s as a kid, going cross country skiing. So you do have that little bit of a Frankenstein walk to it. I'm sure with use that might loosen up, but even like right here, yeah, I can't bend it. That might bug you. Didn't bother me so much for the simple fact that I was mostly walking uphill or downhill, so them being nice and rigid was pretty nice. I could jab my toe into the mountain and dig my way up and down. So con, they're not flexible. Pro, they're not flexible. It's a great boot. I hope Sims continues to make these for a while. I'm going to go to the opinion. I am in love with these boots. I think they are going to serve me a long time. I like the welt stitching across the bottom here. So if for some reason you might be able to send these back to Sims and get them resold when the felt wears out on these, that's a bonus. There's not a lot of abrasion catching material. Like I said, they kept the lines very simple. You have one big long stitch here, large cap over the toe, pretty much all the way up across your top of your foot up to your arch of your foot is just one piece. So you're not going to have a whole bunch of separate stitches to come undone and nothing to roll up because there's a seam across here or a seam going this way. Very well thought out for a budget boot. Yes, so that's my opinion. Now, if I were to compare these to another Sims boot that I have, that's these. These are the Sims G3 guide boot. Probably the best boot for wading ever made. I have been wearing these for about 3 years, and excellent boot. And I would say this is the Ferrari of boots. That is, I'd say the Mercedes, BMW of boots. Ferrari, Lamborghini, you can't get much better than this boot. So that's kind of high praise. Again, Sims Tributary wader boot, size 9. Buy the size you wear in a shoe or a boot, mostly a boot. Excellent, excellent boot. Very well made. The colors, they're not obnoxious. It's all gray. You do have this piping in the front where the laces match, and this match kind of goes with the Sims wader booty, which is red and black. So very nice, very adequate. They do make these in a rubber sole. I guess you could get that one. You can put the studs in those. I just like the felt. So again, I'm gonna make this short. Thank you very much. The Sims Tributary boot.